Hello, and welcome back to the Moonlight server, where coloured sheep roam freely, like it's no one's business. I hope you're doing well. I'm pretty good. Kind of. I don't want to go into combat. No! Something's attacking me. But yes, I'm pretty good. Mentally I'm good. Physically, I have a bit of a sore throat, but it's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. And we have a bit of a creeper barrage here. Oh no! Can I get in? Can I get in? Okay. That's scary. As you can see, I don't really like exiting my base because it's just so damn dangerous out there. Even in day it's dangerous, but oh well. So Sarc, what are we doing today? Well, I'm glad you asked that, random subscriber, because we're doing something very special today. So what we're going to do is we're going to sacrifice a newborn child. No, we're not going to do that. Maybe next week. I'll do that next week, but not for today. Today we're going to do something a little bit different than what we've been doing the previous episodes. So we're not going to be working on the tower, but we are going to be working on my base a little bit because I think I mentioned I haven't done anything on my base. It's just nothing. It's just this tower and then a forest, and I'd like to change that. So when it's day, I will tell you my plans. So, here is the spot where we're going to do stuff in. So this is one of those lovely little plain biomes, much like the one I built my Mage's Tower in, which are within the roofed forests. And I really like these for many reasons. They're open, they're flat, they don't require any destruction of terrain, which I think is a big plus. And yeah, they're just great. So, what do I want to do here? Because I have a vision in my mind here. What I want to do is I want to build a little village hidden within the forest. So the tower's there, the village would be here. So that's the plan, So I'm not actually going to build an entire village in this video, but I do want to start it with something. So what I want to start it with is, wait for it, a gingerbread house. I want to build a gingerbread house because, as we all know, gingerbread houses are the epitome of dark, evil, magical powers. Well, not quite, but yes, I know a gingerbread house is kind of like a cheery little thing, but don't worry, I have dark intentions with this gingerbread house. You'll see them. Okay, so where exactly do I want to start building this? Because it's important. Now the house is kind of not too big, actually. It's not too big, but I need to position it right because I don't want to just sort of place it in the middle and not leave room for anything else. And there are a lot of sheep and stuff around here. Why is that? Maybe it's because it's a plains biome and maybe they spawn more likely in plains biomes. So maybe because it's small, they spawn more. I don't know. But I'm sure I'll be able to get rid of those. Yeah. Okay, so where to place it? Should I place it on this edge over here? Or should I place it in this end? I'm not going to place it in this end because that'd be stupid. Or do I want to place it on this side? Let's think. I think it'd probably be better on this side. I think I'm more gravitating towards this side. I think it would probably look better because, like, the front is going to be here, like facing this direction, and like I'm going to be coming from the tower, so you're going to be looking at it from here. So it'd probably be best over here. And if it's facing this direction, then it makes more sense to be on this side. So yes, we're going to place it here. So it is 13 by 15 or 15 by 13. So let's see. Let's count. Back can be here, maybe? Yeah, that'll be the back. So, do you want it here or here? Oh, it's confusing. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 15 that way and 13 this way, I believe. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And those are the dimensions for it. I think that should fit in quite nicely. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Right, dimensions in place. I was actually wrong. It was 14 by 15, so one block off. So that could have been disastrous. But yeah, I need to make some wood. Strangely, being in a forest, I have no wood. But yeah, I need some oak, some dark oak, and some stuff, and I'm going to do that. Obviously, I'm not going to show you that because that's obviously too exciting for you. Time for progress update number 1. We have this is the front of it, okay? So, I know what you might be thinking. It does kind of look like a church at the moment. But the finished product doesn't look really too churchy. So it kind of goes in, so it kind of expands. Get out of the way, grass. It sort of goes out from the bottom, so like that. It's like there's a curve, and then it sort of goes up a little bit more drastically. So this top bit here is actually going to be where the roof is, and this bit is kind of like the wall, if you will. But yeah, that's what it looks like at the moment. Nothing too impressive just yet, but let's crack on. Forget what I said about churches. This is beginning to look like a boat, which is kind of ridiculous. And now we have a roof to protect us from the horrible rain. So here is the roof. It is it's coming along. You might be thinking it looks a little bit flat, and that is true, but it's not finished. It's not finished quite yet. I've also added, like, I don't know really what you'd call it, but like this like stair thing. I added it because if you look at it like this, I feel that is sort of too narrow at the bottom. But then I didn't want to add two here because I think that looks a bit too flat. Not flat, but like, I don't know. I thought it just looked better like this. So that is why that's like that. And then we also have this, like, this is supposed to be like a broken door, okay? So the door is supposed to have been like knocked off its hinges, okay? And yeah, that's all I've done so far, but let's keep going. So the next step is to try to give it a little bit more depth so it's not quite as flat as that. I'm gonna try and do that with some half slabs, as seems like everyone just uses stairs and half slabs to kind of give some depth, and I'm going to do that too because I think at least in this case it will work. So basically I'm going to add some half slabs like on the front, but not all on the front, just at the top, to kind of also separate the because this section is obviously the roof, this section is like the body, and I kind of want to separate the two because they aren't actually the same thing. So I'm going to start it. Hang on, let me check my thing. I think it starts here. Is that right? I think so. Yeah, it goes like that, and then it goes up another one. I don't know if I can reach that though, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm going to basically add these half slabs to kind of give some separation and stuff. Separation depth, and yeah, I'm sure it will look nice too. It's coming along nicely. So we now have the, I don't know what you'd really call them, but these things to separate the bottom half from the roof, and I think it looks pretty good. I was actually debating whether I should use jungle wood for the actual base material. It might look a bit more, because obviously it's supposed to be a gingerbread house. It's supposed to look like gingerbread, and maybe even acacia wood. That might be good. Or granite. Granite could be good as well, but the problem with granite is that granite doesn't have stairs and stuff, so that's probably out of the question, but it also looks a bit like biscuity. I don't know. But yeah, the next step is we need to add some icing, some frosting onto this building to actually make it look like an actual gingerbread house, because at the moment it just looks like a wood house. Or a wood boat or a wood church, but yeah, we need to change it up so that it's easily identifiable. Step one, what we need to do is we need to add a layer of icing, or frosting, whatever you want to call it, to this section here. So as you can see there, so like here, so like here, because at the moment the half slabs kind of sticking out a little bit too much. They don't blend quite well into it, so we're going to be using snow for the icing, because that's probably the most obvious choice. And yes, I think that's going to look good, because, you know, this dark brown white is quite a contrast and it stands out quite a lot. So I'm going to just put that around the edge, and we're going to see how that looks. And here it is in its current glory. So I've added the snow, and I think it's instantly started to look a lot better because the contrast is there. It stands out, so you kind of look at the snow a little bit. It's made the planks look a lot more natural. They don't just sort of stick out on the edge of the thing. They kind of blend in a lot better, and it's also separated the roof section from the base section. You know, it might actually be a good idea, as I was talking about different materials, I could maybe just use a different material at the top. So instead of the oak planks, I could maybe use, you know, jungle planks instead, and that might look good too. But I'll see what that. I might see what that looks like in future. But I'm quite happy with how it looks actually. But we're still not finished. We're still not finished. There's still actually some things to do. Alrighty, are you ready for the penultimate update? Drum roll. There we go. So basically what I've done, as you can probably already see, is I've actually added like snow layers to the roof. And obviously I've actually made it a little bit random, so it's not just like one flat layer. So it kind of looks like a bit of like a sloppy, someone like slopped on some ice cream onto it. I think that looks really nice. Oh, the thing with using snow and snow layers is you always kind of run the risk of making it look like it's just a snow-covered building. So I could just say this is a building covered in snow, and it also looks like a building covered in snow. But then I could also say it looks like a gingerbread house, and I'd say, yeah, it does look like a gingerbread house now. But it's not completely obvious when you first see it. So I need to add some more details to kind of make it more obvious that that's a gingerbread house and not just a house with snow on it. Okay, so the finishing touches. Well, I say finishing touches, it's not actually quite finished yet, but yes, the finishing touches for now. So we're going to place some item frames. So here, 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 and here, and here. And we're going to place snowballs in them. And the reason I'm doing that is because basically... Oh, did I just seriously do that? There we go. It's basically, I kind of want it to give like a... Okay, we'll do it in a minute. Yeah, I basically want to give it like a... Like, from a distance, it kind of looks like a like little splodges, like little icing splodges. Fortunately, the item frames kind of blend. Well, they don't completely blend in, but they kind of suit the wood. So when you're sort of over here, it kind of looks like little splodges. If you kind of like squint your eyes a little bit, splodges of icing, and I like that look. So I'm going to do those there, and I'm also going to put some up there, and we'll take a look at how that looks. And that's what it looks like. So, as expected, I think it looks pretty good. Obviously, the item frame texture is not completely desirable, but it works, and I think it looks pretty good. So we have two final things we want to do. So, let's see, how do you make these? 3, 6, yeah, 6 will do, I think. So yeah, we're going to use some of these, because these look like waffles, and in this situation, that is exactly what we want. So, where do I want to place these actually? Let's think. Don't want to place them right there because it's too close to those, so let's try here, here, and here. Close those. And again, mirrored over here. So here, here, and here. And actually, I think I should probably put some dark blocks behind those so it kind of looks a bit more contrast, actually. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that looks better. Like, it's not a massive change or anything, just like a tiny little detail that I think just makes it look better. So we're going to add one more thing today. One more thing to this to kind of seal the deal. Because I spoke earlier about how it doesn't necessarily look like a gingerbread house immediately. And I thought the best way to kind of show that it is a gingerbread house is to add something that is very obviously like candy themed, and because of that I'm going to try to add a candy cane. So there's going to be a candy cane here, and it's going to be obvious what it is. So let's see here, I need to make some stairs, so let's just make some cool stairs. What are the proportions here? I'm trying to keep an eye on that creeper at the same time because I don't want him to just come creep up at me. 6 red. So it starts off as quartz. So we're going to start here maybe. And then we're going to get some red. Yes. You see me. You see me and I see you. White. Red. Ooh. White. Red. Then we start to use the stairs. Like so. Red. I'm literally just looking at a screenshot, trying to remember, sort of make out what's going on here. Another stair maybe? Then another this. Then another stair. Then another red one. If we can get over that. And I think this one is kind of like an inward uppy one, like that. Wait, that doesn't look quite right. Yeah, I think I need another stair. Another stair, damn it! Okay, it is done. The candy cane is in place. And the final reveal. Duh. And you know what? I think it looks pretty damn good. I think it looks like a gingerbread house. I might add another candy cane, just for symmetry and stuff. Well, not completely symmetry, but just have another one. I think the one thing it's kind of lacking a little bit is a little bit of colour. I think it could maybe do with just a little bit of colour. Not too much, but just a little bit to kind of give it a little bit more flavour. But yeah, tell me what you think about it. I'm happy with it. Are you happy with it? What would you suggest I change about it if you aren't happy with it? I'd love to hear. But I actually have a question for you. See, I've built this gingerbread house. But the question is, why have I built this gingerbread house?